Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And today, we're going to talk about the sky is falling. That's right. No fear, ladies and gentlemen, because you got to have people to say that there's bad news. And why would you tell someone there's bad news? Because you want something from them. You want them to sell their products so you can buy them at a cheaper price. Stock market, crypto, it's all happening. This is just the way of the world, ladies and gentlemen. There's cycles, and you don't have to worry. Let's talk about it today, and welcome to Foci Optics. Check. Stop struggling now, gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back. And as you can see, we're on the Stop Struggling Now YouTube channel page. And I want to thank you for being here. And please share the video because we're trying to help millions of other people and you could be part of it. So please do that. And notice, I always have to mention the join button over here on the right because we have a lot of people that has become new members of the channel. And I want to thank you for becoming a member of the channel. And when we're in the members only chat on a Wednesday night, that's why they have icons next to their name, because they are members. And this is how you join. You hit the join button over here on the right hand side. You get special messages under the community tab all the time during the month. And then you'll get 1 or 2 videos specifically for members only from me during the month. So I want to thank you, and I want to thank everybody once again for being here. Now, with all that said, we're talking about the sky is falling. But is it really? Once you understand what's going on and who has the benefit by giving you information such as, hey, the stock market's going to crash. How many of you guys can Google YouTube right now and see all these videos and thumbnails talking about stock market going to crash? I'm not mad at them. You know why? Because they're right. There is going to be a crash. This is how markets work, ladies and gentlemen. Why am I going to hold on to something when I bought it for $5 and it went up to 250? You think I'm going to sit around and not sell it? I got to sell it sometime. We got to get our gains, don't we? So now what happens? A whole bunch of people says, hey, you know what? I like my 100% gain, my 500% gain, my 50% gain. The stock is going down today. Oh, I don't want to lose my gains. So all of a sudden, instead of 5 people selling, it turns into 1,000 people selling, and the price starts going down. What are we supposed to do, ladies and gentlemen? You should know by now. And if anybody's new here, when there's a stock market crash and the stock market's going down, you're supposed to buy more. Why? Because I'm going to give you the historical record. This is why it's in the best interest of the wealthiest to give you information to make you believe the stock market's going to crash. And yes, it is going to crash. That's a function of the markets. No matter what market you're in, that's how it works. All right? And the more money you have, you're able to pick up the pieces, so to speak. When the prices go down, you're able to buy more at a cheaper rate. Because why? Once you understand, no reason to panic, is because 100% of the time, due to inflation, prices go back up. But you don't have to believe me. We can go and see the tail of the tape. This is Standard & Poor over the last almost 100 years. So some of this may not be relevant, or you might not think it's relevant. But look at here, the worst situation in America, 1929, the Great Depression. The stock market dropped 86%. You can see right up here at the top. And that was 3 years. It took 998 days just to get back even. All right? But what would have happened if you would have bought more when it was 50% down, when it was 60% down, when it was 80% down? it wouldn't have taken you 998 days to get back even. This is why the rule is you buy more, because your dollar cost averaging would have went lower. So now when it got back up to that average price, anything above that price, you would be back in the red, or the green, so to speak. Not red, back in the green. Now, that is the longest period, 998 days. You guys, 365 days a year. Even if you wanted to call it 3 years, we'll call it 3 years. That's not bad. And in today's society, there'd be ways that you can make a lot more money as well on the way down. But we won't get into that. We're all talking about holding things for a long time. Next up, let's look at 1932 to 1933, where it goes down 40% more, except this only took half a year. Or let's call it about a half a year to come back to even. But again, what if you would have bought when the market went down? Made a lot of rich people in only like half a year. Let's fast forward. Let's go to something that's a little bit closer to us. 1990. Again, that was only 20%. Let's go to 2000, the dot-com bubble. And again, 50% drop. And again, 3 years, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. Market recovery in 3 years, but what if you'd have bought it 40%? You wouldn't have had to wait 3 years. You would have been in profits less than 3 years. 56% in 2007. It took a year and a half to come back. That's right. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. So you see, when the sky is falling, you really don't have nothing to worry about. Now, let's get down to show you some further illustrations of what I'm trying to talk about. Because last night and yesterday I did the Nobody's Coming to Save You series of a couple of videos. Then I went to the fear, uncertainty, and doubt, otherwise known as FUD. And there's two kinds of FUDs. But anyhow, here is one day. This is after the last 2 days. People have been saying, the market's crashing. It's a crash. Right? This is one day. This is today, ladies and gentlemen. So, this morning, after 2 days of the market's going to crash, all the videos, the market's going to crash, people started selling off. So, see, it just went down to 31,257. We started the day at 31,537. We ended the day at 31,570. Basically level, ladies and gentlemen. But if you were on the call last night, I was saying some of us might want to be in pre-markets when it does go down. And after pre-market, this even dropped further. At 9:55 a.m. was rock bottom pretty much through 10 a.m. So you had 30-40 minutes to figure out, is this far enough down on a particular stock that I like? And some, not all stocks go down, but some did. And who picked them up right here, ladies and gentlemen? Who picked them up when it dropped down there? So I want to illustrate something to you. Just today, if you would have said, well, I didn't get it at 10, I got it at 10:05, and then I'd sold right before, you basically would have broke even. But you still would have picked up a potentially lower price than what you purchased your stock for. But I just want to illustrate the markets. So here's what happened in 5 days. Over the last 5 days, all right, Wednesday of last week, it's 31,485. And now here we come out 5 days later and we're at 31,537. Nothing has happened, but people are tripping because the sky is falling and the stock market's going down. I better sell. And see these little valleys here, ladies and gentlemen? There's some people out here selling their shares because they're impatient. They don't know what you know. You know that the stock market's going to go up because why? There's inflation. And you know historically every time it goes up, we just don't know if we're going to have to wait a year, 2 years, 3 years. But worst case scenario, 3 years. But now, in this day and age, we have the Federal Reserve putting their noses in to stop any long-term market problems. So here again, if you would have just sat idly by, you pretty much would almost be where you started. Nothing major happening here. And if your stock goes down below your purchase price, you buy more. All right? So that's the Dow Jones. And then I wanted to show you something else. The 1 month. A month ago it was 31,000. There was another drop. Did you buy then? It was minor, but did you buy when it dipped? Now we're back to where we started. And then look here, 6 months, ladies and gentlemen. 6 months ago, 28. So we're 3,000 points higher on the Dow Jones. See what I'm saying? Over time, you just have to be patient. There's no reason to do any knee jerks. When you know the electric vehicle market is going to be a thing in the future, when you know artificial intelligence is going to be a thing, when you know there's a chip shortage, come on, ladies and gentlemen, and you know if there's companies that are going to give you dividends at 15%, 13%, 14%, like the SSN Nation knows, then what is there really to worry about? Let your money sit there, and then if it dips below what you feel it should, buy some more. All right? So let's get to the Standard & Poor. And funny thing, same thing, one day, the day it drops, aren't these different companies under the S&P 500? How is it that the curve is almost the same? Interesting. So again, we start out at 38.60. We end at 38.81. We improve a little bit. Stay almost the same. But anyhow, people are making money today because somebody bought stocks that dipped. And then they went back up. Hopefully that was you. And the same thing's going to happen again. 5 days. We started at 39.18 and then today we're at 38. So just almost nothing major happening here. 1 month, again, we have this dip. Did you buy down here on the dip, or did you think the sky was falling that time in January? And if you did buy on that dip, which is the suggested situation here at Stop Struggling Now, then you would have been making more money as it rose back up and content. And then, of course, we can go to the 6 months and look what happens here. 3,400, 3,800, no matter all the dips in between, when people are saying, the sky is falling. This is the market crash. It's now here. Just like stimulus money videos. What is the point? All right, let's go. Nasdaq. Funny thing. Another dip this morning. It all seems to be around that 9:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. seems to be the bottom of the barrel. And this is the Nasdaq. And the same thing happens. Nasdaq starts at 13,262, ends at 13,465. Is that right? That says negative 67 though. 262,465. That's 200 up. So I don't understand what's happening here. Closed at 13,533. Started at 13,262. Huh. Okay, I don't know what's going on with this. But it appears to almost be at the same peak and one day a drop. And did you buy this morning? I did. 5 days later, look here. The sky's falling. This is what they've been giving us for 2-3 days, saying the sky's falling. And sure enough, people started believing it and sold off their profits. Said, you know what, I'm going to keep my profit here. But look here, 1 month, same. Look at the curves almost. Aren't there different companies on this? Funny. Notice how it goes up the same way. And then we go 6 months. And look here, we go from 11,379 to 13,000. Again, all this sky is falling, market crash stuff is happening. Again, it's just so you get rid of your shares at a lower price, as they call weak hands, so then the wealthy can buy it up from you and sit on it and wait till it rises back up and then some. All right? So that's pretty much it. And it's not only for the stock market. Let's go take a look at, we'll use Bitcoin as an example. Because Bitcoin, everybody knows, was around $55,000. And look what happened here. Today, it was at 53 apparently 24 hours ago. And now it's at 48. Are you buying more? That's the question. Let's go look here at 1 week. 1 week ago, it was at 49. So literally, it rose up during the week, and we're almost back to where we started a week later. But is the sky falling? No. Again, nothing's happening. And then look at this 1 month, ladies and gentlemen. You have patience. A month ago, if you'd have bought it 32,000, I think you can live with it being at 48 right now, right? I'm just saying. And never mind about the year, because we know what time that is. Here's our 8,000. And so what if it dropped from 55 to 48? You're still loving life. And hopefully you bought some along the way as well. Because your dollar cost average could be 15K by now if you'd have bought it 23, 25. But you're still ahead of the game, so the sky's not falling. So you can sit back like the wealthy class, the top 10 percenters, and go, oh, that's nice. These guys are talking about how this is going to crash. Let me see where I'm going to be buying some more at. Hopefully everybody starts selling. So see, it's not only stock market, but it is also cryptocurrency, goes along those same lines. So this is how investors do you, and this is how you, as an investor and the CEO of your life, this is how you have to start thinking about what you want to do with your money. And by the way, please go down below and get your Coinbase, get your free $10 of Bitcoin at Coinbase. Please download the Robinhood and Robinhood and Webull apps so you can get your free shares of stock. And if you're holding money, aka hodling money, crypto that is, please put it over at Celsius, so then you earn some interest on some of your coins. But you got to go to Celsius and go look and see what coins they have. All right, now let's talk about silver. I mean, it could be gold, silver, platinum, it does not matter as well. But here we are. This is the 1 month chart. A month ago it was $25. Then it went up to 29 about 2-3 weeks ago. Then when it went back down again, everybody's thinking, oh man, there's going to be a silver crash. Ladies and gentlemen, anybody talking about a silver crash, I believe, this is my opinion, I'm not a financial advisor, but we need silver in batteries, in chips, in everything that's going to be made moving forward. And people are still holding it. People are still trying to mine it. Therefore, this is a utility. Silver is a utility along with gold, along with platinum. It has to be used in artificial intelligence, electric vehicles, cell phones. Okay? So therefore, there is no crash coming. This is the future. We're going to need these minerals. Okay? Precious metals. We need those. They're utilities. And these fight inflation, the precious metals. We're printing more money. We're gearing up that $2 trillion. They're going at the House right now talking about it. So stand by, but it's going to go down. So this is what happens with precious metal, gold and silver. It's tied to inflation. At least it used to be until they manipulated it. But if it goes down, ladies and gentlemen, you buy it with an ETF. You buy it whether you can get a hold of it physically. So when they start talking about crash, they want you to sell it. This is 1 month. It's not today. Today it just went up to, like, it looks like, well, yesterday 28, dropped down to 27 today. Not much major, nothing major. But again, this is what I'm trying to get you guys to understand. Let's go back 3 months. Look at the chart. It was 23 back then. Now look, where are we up to? 27. That's over 20% increase, ladies and gentlemen. See what's happening here? 6 months. 26. We're almost level from 6 months ago. But be patient, because a year ago it was 18. And now we're up to 27.90. This is what I'm talking about as far as patience goes. You know it's going to go up. So all you're trying to do is do what the top 10 percenters do. We're trying to make sure, hey guys, we're going to have a market crash. It's going to go down all across the board. Sell your stuff right now. Why? Because I want to pick it up for cheap. All right. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you're getting it. Hopefully you're understanding how this financial system is being manipulated and how they're manipulating you. And then this is why you're making decisions and then going, man, I never make any money. How come when I invest, I don't make any money? That's because it's not short term, ladies and gentlemen. This is a long game. That's what you have to remember. Don't think about how spoiled you are because you gain 30, 40, 100, 1,000% in about 3 months or 6 months or a year. That's not normal. So just get back to normalcy and take your little long-term approach and say thank you very much to all the top 10 percenters who have been manipulating the market for the last 50 years. All right? And sit back and invest your hard-earned money into something long-term, because it's not going to turn out any better for you by giving it to the 401k guys or giving it to mutual funds. Not going to turn out any better for you. So you might as well do your own and get 100% of the returns instead of sharing it. All right? So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here. That's why we got to get those extra streams of income. How can we get extra streams of income? By downloading that Robinhood, Webull, Coinbase, signing up with Celsius, and all those apps. You have a link that you can share with other people. You can get people free Bitcoin for depositing $200 or more over at Celsius. You get free Bitcoin, they get free Bitcoin. You want to give people free stocks? Robinhood, Webull. Use the link. Share with family, friends, and on social media. Same thing with Coinbase. Once you sign up with Coinbase, share your link. They get free crypto, you get free crypto. And then you can learn about crypto on Coinbase and you'll get some more free crypto. Start small if you have to. If you don't want to put up some money, you can do it that way. But either way, you got to get in the game. The Monopoly board is getting full, ladies and gentlemen. You got to get a piece. And you can also get a piece of that internet social media real estate as well. But you cannot be sitting on the sidelines getting left behind. So, thank you for watching again. And keep your head up. Keep moving. And I'm out.